So today we are doing swapEnds, array1. So given an array of integers, we want to swap the first and last elements of the array, and we want to return the modified array. So the array length will be at least 1, right? So we don't have to worry if it's less than 1. So I am going to do this real quick here. I'm going to have an integer called first, and that will essentially store the first element in the nums array, which is of course referenced by the index 0, which gives us the first element in nums array. And I will also store the last element in the array, which is of course num sub nums.length minus 1, which of course we know that the length of the array is 1 more than the total number of indexes which reference each element in the array. And so if we were to do nums.length, let's say we had a length of 5, if we do nums.length minus 1, then we are actually saying that this number inside here is the last index which referenced the last element. And so int last is equal to what we have here. And then, of course, we could just return, let's see. So we want to switch the array, so we could return, we could say, okay, well, nums of 0 is essentially equal to the last element, right, in the array. That is, of course, the first element referenced by the 0th index will be set to the last integer value. And of course, the last stores the last variable in the array. Similarly, for the last element in the array, which is nums.length minus 1, that can essentially equal the last element in the array itself. And so then we return nums and we get, ooh, whoa, what's going on? So num sub 0 is equal to last, and of course last stores this value that we have here, which is of course the last element in the array. The first element should store the last. So let's see here. So num sub 0 is storing the last element, which I would suppose is what we want. But the last element in the array should store the first. And now we are fine. Now we are fine.